Sofa Squad, and welcome back to the sofa. Sofa's back there. Roscoe's hanging out on it. My name's Paul. I'm in front of it. And this is a special announcement, a special thank you. So this is not going to be like a true crime update video, but this is to say, we got it. Oh my gosh. Y'all, we have the official silver plaque presented to Reporting Live from My Sofa for passing 100,000 subscribers. Although I think it should say friends, and I also think that it should say sofa cushions specifically. But you know, it is what it is. We'll take it. We're very happy of it. But for real, thank you all. This literally, I never dreamed in a million years that I would get a silver plaque for 100,000 subscribers. Literally, like, I mean, come on. I never thought that would happen. So this is like a dream come true, and it would not be possible without all of you here at the sofa. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Roscoe says thank you too. Now, what I wanted to do, since there's so many new sofa cushions on the sofa, is do a quick story time for you about where the name and the logo came from, because this is a question I get asked all the time. So I figured we'd do a little story time up in here, okay? So that being said, first of all, depending on when you watch this, we are going to be doing a celebratory live chat this Friday, February, and let me just look real quick. Let's see, 7, 8, the 9th. 7 o'clock. If you can make it, if this comes out before then, go check it out or go watch the replay if you want to see it. We're just going to do a little celebratory kind of question and answer thing. So that being said, where did Reporting Live from My Sofa come from? Okay, so first of all, the channel at this point, without looking, is either 5 or 6 years old at this point. This is 2024. This month is February. So many moons ago, well, first of all, I got to go back. So I went back to school a little bit later in life. I studied creative writing, English, that type thing. I've always been a very creative person. So then I finished, I started going to work and all this type of stuff. Well, I wanted to have that creative energy going still. And I was kind of racking my brain. Okay, so there's that. Put that on the side table. Put that on the sofa side table for right now. Okay, so my partner at the time, his name was Matt. Many of you, if you follow me from the beginning, know him. We would watch TV. We'd watch stuff like this. And this was the origins of me getting back into true crime. I've always been into true crime, but at this stage it was more like documentaries, TV shows, things like that, not really like the current trials and whatnot. So I'm not gonna lie, I was this type person. I would be like, I'm gonna have to use my phone as the prop. Like, say I was sitting here, Matt was over here, and we're watching stuff. I'd be like this. I'd be like, wait, hold on. Give me the remote. I take the remote, put pause, and then I'd be like, okay, so the girl who just said that she went to the convenience store at 2 o'clock, but then at 2:15 a phone call came in and then the person was missing. She's completely lying. This is what's really going on. So Matt got to the point where he would be like, when I'd be like, pause the video, he'd be like, oh my God. He'd be like, everybody watch out. Here's Paul reporting live from the damn sofa. He's about to crack the case. And so it just became this thing in our household where it was just this joke of watch out world. Paul's gonna solve the damn problems of the world from his sofa with his remote and the honey bun hanging out of his mouth. You know what I'm saying? I've got it all handled, everybody. So that was going on there. So fast forward, one day, I don't know exactly the way it went down, but I was like in that mode of like, I want to do something creative. What could I do? And it just kind of hit me one day where I was like, I could make a video and talk about the true crime documentaries that I watch and see like what if other people are as interested in them, because Matt was not as interested. That's one thing a lot of us have in common that I meet when I meet y'all out in the real world, is you all kind of have the same story of like you're into true crime and your spouse, partner, whoever is by proxy into it, but it's rarely the both of you are genuinely into it. Well, the same with Matt and I. At that time, he wasn't really into it, so that he would hold a conversation in the moment, but not like the way we are, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I could go on and do that. And then I was like, and I could call it Reporting Live from My Sofa. Like it all made sense. So that is where the channel was born from.
Hey everybody, it's Paul reporting live from my sofa on Sunday. Before we get started, if you like what I'm cooking and you want to know when it's served, hit that dinner bell button below and the subscribe button, and then whenever it goes off, pull your chair up right next to me and let's dish.
So the first video I did, which is down now, I think it was on the documentary Murder Mountain on Netflix. I don't know where it's at now. This is years ago, obviously. And I literally, I think I did one for each episode. And at one of them, at this point, Matt and I were living in the camper. This will segue into where the logo came from. So at this point, I would have Matt, and again, I would be on the sofa with Bailey. If you know, you know. And I'll see if I have old clips. I'm going to put up here. Matt would stand up there with the phone like this, and I would sit on the sofa and literally be like this. Okay, so, yeah, so I thought that this was cool, and then this thing over here, literally just talking with bad audio. It's a cell phone recording, and that's just how I started doing it. So it was literally on the sofa, and Bailey at the time, our other dog, God bless her, she's still with us, she would be sitting on the sofa. Roscoe and Buster, that was our other dog, he's, God rest his soul, passed. Roscoe's obviously here. They didn't really have much to do with it at that point. So when it came time to make a logo, we at the time, at that point, were living full-time in the camper, doing camper life. And so I wanted that sense of adventure. We were camp hosting. So that's why you see the camper there with the dog, the bigger dog, not the Roscoe on the sofa, because at that time it was Bailey that represented the dog on the sofa. And that's like the adventure person, me or whatever. And it's still to this day, I love the vibe of it. I just love the vibe of it. So that's where the logo comes from and all that. So that being said, another thing I get asked by a lot of people here and whatnot and just wherever, starting off YouTube. Y'all, when I tell you, all you need is your cell phone. That is it. And a desire and a genuine interest in something. And you start with what you have. And that's what I did for a long time. You know, I probably did videos on my phone for a year. Okay, you can go back. I mean, I look back and it's like, oh my God. I mean, it's so cringy. You know, and I'm just like, and for those that have been here since, thank you for hanging in, okay? Through the bad audio. If you know, the AC in the camper used to go, y'all, it was so bad. So bad. So thank you for still being here. And thank you for those who have joined. So anyways, that's that. I wanted to just a genuine thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here at the sofa with Roscoe and I and talking about all the things that we do in this community. And that's where Reporting Live came from. That's where the logo came from, the idea from it and whatnot. And we just gather around the sofa as we see fit and talk about whatever. It's still one reason that you see me jump from subject to subject, like we might do a live trial, a documentary, an interrogation, is because you're kind of just seeing what I do when I look into true crime and something piques my interest and I'm like, huh, what's this over here? And we do a video on it. That's how it's always been. Sometimes we go through trial phases, sometimes we go through documentary phases, sometimes whatever, you know what I mean? But through it all, we're here. So that's it. I do appreciate every last one of you. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. What was that, Roscoe? Drop some silver plaque sofas. He's got specifics. This right here has gone to his head. Okay, he has a list of demands now that must be met for him to do a video these days, okay? I can barely afford him. So, anyways, he does say thank you and to drop sofas down in the comment section. And until we meet you on the next real true crime video, we'll see y'all soon.